Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here in the shop, working this time in a 2013 BMW 520i, 528 X Drive. As you see, I have everything removed. I'm actually installing an engine on this car. The dreaded timing chain that takes actually the oil pump and everything. So it is actually smarter to just replace the engine due to the price that you can get this engine from the dealer, and it comes with everything that you need. Pretty much a water pump, some of the sensors. You'll see even the vacuum pump. Um, you have to take everything apart. Well, as you see, we have everything removed. I like to keep everything in dollies and all wheels like that. If I have to work in my other bay, I can push everything under the car and then come back later to keep going with the repairs. But yeah, so everything you need to remove: complete exhaust, right, drive shaft, both, right, because it's an all-wheel drive. I like to keep it drained, and I remove all the radiator hoses, so it's better, no dripping, because as you can see, my floor is clean. I mean, it's dusty and everything, but it's clean. This is the transmission. We have a engine and transmission removal table. This is pretty much the same as AGA, and actually we bought the attachment because they sell them separate. But this is not AGA. This is from this company. If you guys are looking to get something like this for your shop, you can get that one. Works perfectly. Um, as you see, I have, well, that's the old motor, and this is the new one. Obviously, you have to transfer the flex disc and crankshaft position sensor and turn ring. Be careful when you install this one to make sure it's not bent, because otherwise you're taking that engine apart again. um, with the new engine on BMW, you have to make sure that you are protecting the box, because if that box gets damaged, they don't take the core back, and now you are with a loss. The other thing that I did, I removed all the suspension, which I have on this order origami, the entire subframe with the steering. The rest of the suspension is still attached in the car. Either way, you will have to remove it because this is an all-wheel drive car, so it has a front differential, axles, and everything. If you don't do this, then you have to position the table very exactly, when you're bringing it up, because otherwise it's not going to match, and now you have the table up this high. So the reason I don't do it like that, because either way I'm going to have to remove that. So I put an engine bracket, as you see. Like, let me just go back to the car. You see I have the engine bracket up there, up in the engine. So I hold the engine in the same place that I'm actually lifting it now. For this one, I have a special hook that holds the engine here, and then the tool that goes into the thread right next to the oil filter housing. So that's exactly what I would put it. I go in a ladder and I hold the engine up. And like that, I can just keep the transmission in place, because if you go into the repair instruction, you'll see that you have to separate the engine and the transmission. With all the bracketing here, it's kind of like a nightmare to do. This time I just leave the transmission. This is an N20 engine, so it's very small, and I can just go and put it back in, and everything goes back very quickly. All right, guys, again, just a short update. I want to show you what I'm doing here in the shop. I'm definitely really happy with the new tool cars and my setup. I mean, that diagnostic center from the Snap-on I am very, very happy. It moves really well. I'm actually going to change a little bit on this full car. I'm going to move the handles here, and I'm going to put another handle in here with like a pegboard. Let me show you what I got. Very expensive from a Snap-on, but I mean, it is what it is, right? So each of those pegboard right now that you can attach, things to put sockets or stuff like that. So when you're working, you can have things outside, and then when you're done, you can put it back in the toolbox. Each of those is almost $400, $378, but I want to have it. I'm ordered another of these tool cards so I can be working and don't have to be pulling on each car. I can be working in here. If I have to work in another one, I can just get the other one and keep working. But yeah, everything is going nice and smooth. And this is what we do here in Bavaria Motor Repairs. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye bye.